All right, guys. Looky. It looks like we're here in some Shackled shenanigans. We're here. Give us a second. We're having some issues with cams. Bear with us. I'm going to turn their volumes up so you can hear their faces and all the sounds their faces make. You're audible now.
Yay!
Is Sniper naked? That's not a cam issue.
No.
That's a Sniper issue.
Of which I have many, and they are very deep.
Take out that cardboard cutout.
All right.
No, I'm not wearing pants. I'm wearing shorts.
That would be fucked if these were the characters tonight. You go there. That's...
Oh, but I'd make an awesome Rahk.
Oh, no, you wouldn't. No, just nope. Negative.
I don't know if that speaks positively to me or negatively to you, or column A, column B, or...
No. I can help adopt the children.
Does the rag bottle become
Yes.
a form bottle?
Let me be around the children.
Ugh. Also, I really like the idea of just having the rag bottle be a recurring character.
To just be what your character visualizes.
That's not creepy or weird. Yes, that's... Yep. Yep, there's currently two of him. I've got to take that out. Bam. No more. All right. What's up, Skylar? Welcome in, everybody, guys. We're waiting on Xander because, well, you know how this works. Like, if Xander's not here, then we can't actually do a recap.
Hey, I can recap last week.
Oh shit!
Mostly.
Okay. All right. So who's gonna do the shackles lock shenanigans?
Oh, I'll do it.
No one. No one is the answer.
No.
All right, Sniper. This is your chance. Redeem yourself. Don't be a perv.
Grab your locks and grab your chains. Shackle yourself to your chair. It is time for Shackled
Okay,
City.
where's the end chat button in Zoom?
Somehow it's way worse when he does it. I don't understand.
It's because
Oh,
I've got
man.
that radio announcer voice. Grab your chains and grab your locks.
Remember, everyone, throw as many face spiders as you can.
That right there. That's
Oh my god, 19,000 rep.
I don't know if that's the sound of an announcer or as much as it might be like the sound of privilege. Oh man, which really brings into context of the question of why you're asking us to grab our chains and locks, but regulars will know immediately. Dretharian, thank you so much for just now following and subbing on at the same time. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed today's experience.
See, he liked it. It didn't scare him off.
And he's here. You're muted, sir.
I know I'm on push to talk, but it's on my space key.
Gotcha.
It's like, because I don't know how to change it. And I've been looking.
It's so
You
strange.
can't change it. You can only push to unmute.
Hearing you this loud
Yeah.
is strange because I'm used to hearing you like way backed away from your mic. But having you close.
I can talk to
No, come back. It was
Yeah,
nice.
perfect.
It was nice. It was nice. I liked it.
But
So-
no, I think,
the-
yes,
the-
Ronald
the-
is much better at doing the introduction because me, I'd have to go ahead and do it monster truck style.
Hope you enjoyed today's experience. I said that to my wife. Didn't go over too well. Fuck. That's funny. Okay, so let's see. I don't know but I want to buy. Christy, they're all going to be here today.
Yeah, it's kind of rare.
They're all going to be here today.
It's a blue moon.
It
Oh.
literally happens 3 out of 4 weeks.
The super rare case.
You say that, but we both know it doesn't.
I mean, if we're missing any more than one person, which
We won't have a
usually
game.
is just any, we don't play. So
Yeah.
And usually on the weeks that he is here, though, we have someone else that's like, they're gone for a reason, or they can't be here the entire session. So,
speaking of which, did you see my message about the 23rd?
you know what? I'm going to go ahead and
Busy
write that down.
Experiencing tool.
Yeah.
The 23rd?
Look, man,
He's gonna go
I know,
ahead and
I know
make-
that.
He's going to go ahead and make himself a pumpkin orange neon sticky note.
No, I have a calendar, a big boy calendar.
Oh, a big boy calendar.
Mm-hmm. It's
As
a...
opposed to a little boy
Put a post-it
calendar.
note on
That's
the
right.
big boy.
Well, the little boy calendar has like really big cubes, so you can write big in. These are really small, so I can't fuck up. So, you said the 23rd you're not going to be here. Does that mean, Red, are you going to be here? Or
No, I'm gonna be here. He's going to Phoenix.
Correct.
okay, all right.
Yeah, so I'll be here.
I'm tentative for the 30th. I should be able to make it, but we'll see how things pan out.
And are you going to be here for that, Annie? The 23rd.
I don't remember. I'm gonna check.
Yeah, I think it's actually pinned in our DMs. Let me get those cameras set back up.
Light on into them real quick. Welcome, Ronald.
Let's turn that on. It's not the right spot.
Am I okay? Do I sound
Yeah, you
all
sound
right to
good.
you guys?
You're just a little quiet, but I think I just because I turned my headphones down.
What day are we?
23rd.
I will be here. I won't be here the 16th.
Nice.
Cool.
And
Oh.
sorry about the delay again, guys.
It's all right. It's good. We good. We Gucci.
Yeah, hope your dad feels better soon.
See what you need to do since you've had a crossover on your Tuesday game.
Yeah,
We
he's
can, we steal Jared and put him in for Will.
Wait, crossover into the Tuesday game?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
Ronald
had a-
was in Mummy's mask.
Yeah, Mummy's
What did
had
I miss?
a guest appearance
He's
last night
timing on us.
from Ronald.
Oh,
Ronald.
He's RPing with another group.
Ronald put in for a guest spot, and I asked him if he would be available on Tuesday nights. And we talked for many weeks about him being on Tuesday nights, and then the week of that he was supposed to be in for that game, he was like, wait a minute. Tuesday nights, Bub, what the fuck? And then I was like, no, dude, it's been Tuesday nights. We've been talking about this for weeks.
Yeah,
and he's like,
no,
no,
I
hold
thought it
on.
was Sunday though.
And he went and looked, and he's like, oh, fuck, you're right. God damn it. I'll just call in. I'll call in. It's fine. So, we are all here, which feels good. Annie, I don't know if you were able to get a TLDR of the session last week, but it lapsed very, very little time. I want to say less than an hour in game. So it's
Basically,
fun.
we got a lot done.
Hey, chat's freaking out about the fact that there's 2 snipers and no Annie.
Whoa,
I'm
what
just
the fuck
sitting
happened?
here thinking, chat.
No, it's fine. I'm okay with it.
Why
They're
is
our
not.
group is scuffed.
What the fuck?
Can we actually just all be sniper?
I will not hit
Can we please?
Why did it correct
At
that?
one point, without telling anyone, I need you to just switch me and Sniper's camera.
No, just slowly add more snipers in as we
Yeah.
go, and by the end of the stream, we'll just have all sniper, including your
Actually,
camera.
No. Put me on all, on all cameras, and I'll just
Were you
go
not
ahead
fucking listening?
Nope.
and I'll just go ahead and
He never does.
pantomime.
God damn it, sniper!
I'll just go ahead and like jack my jaws, and you guys can. I'll be your puppet.
No, we should do instead. We should make
You
sniper all of the cameras
You
instead.
should choose some different phrasing there, my friend. I don't want you to be my puppet.
Well, he did say he'd happily jack your jaw.
He did say that.
Hand up the ass and everything. Ugh. Well,
Speaking of KFC, what is with everyone linking me to this this weird
KFC
Japanese
who the
game
fuck
simulator?
was talking about KFC?
Yeah, I have no idea.
I'm really curious as to where that came from.
Out of nowhere, but the reason why people are tagging you in it is because you fucking personify Colonel Sanders.
You are the Colonel.
Including the
There's
racism.
a dating sim with the Colonel. They're gonna let you know. They want those 11% spices, my man.
I love
Fuck.
hearing the squeal of air.
Oh my god. That fucking... That got me. I'm sorry. I'm really glad I wasn't drinking. I would have spit everywhere.
The wheeze is my favorite.
Oh, Christ. That would have been too much.
Dude, I'm just gonna say, Bub was talking about it earlier. I'm like a few laughs short of just hitting a thresh tone because of my sickness.
Yeah, no, it's gross.
At some point, if I
Because of my sickness.
Yeah.
yeah,
Sound like a fucking Hallmark movie.
like Bub, hold on, I can make them.
Yeah, no, it's nasty. Please stop.
Jesus
God,
Christ.
Grandma, fuck. What?
Is he playing
Get
a
the-
lich tonight?
Get the respirator, Christ.
Where's your
Jesus.
CPAP, old man?
No joke.
That's just gonna happen when I'm laughing later.
Yes,
so.
I did see the DMs. I was gonna say something about that. Tonight, courtesy of Christy, 5 players get a Cure Serious. Every player gets a Cure Serious. However,
Right.
Thelsa will additionally gain a Cure Critical. Look at that. You guys are slowly restocking all your potions, so it means no more poison.
Yay.
Feels good. That was
And
a
until
lot.
you decide to wipe them out again.
Hey, that was just a static roll. I mean, it's 1 in 1,000, man. The odds are there, but it's not in
I'm
the favor of-
sorry. That's all I can say. I'm sorry.
You're not.
Or
It's too late.
for what? What are you sorry for?
It was his role.
Was it his roll?
Yeah, it was.
That's
It
pretty
was
standard.
100% his roll.
But let's be honest, man. If we're talking about a critical failure, 9 times out of 10, it's mine.
I mean, you're not wrong. Speaking of which, you guys were safe from it last week, but this week is not the case. That's right, it is a new month, and people have not spent their wild magic. So if there's ever a time to do it, utilize it now. You gotta utilize it now because Will won't be here the 23rd, which means he won't be able to cast. He's a barbarian. That
I
means
was about to say that's gonna
I mean,
be
if you-
really awkward.
If you count entering rage as casting, that's
that'd be
gonna be
awful.
real bad.
What if
I
you
can't-
get to? What if
no,
you
no,
get
no, 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 no. For this,
into a
Rock-
tree and your target is yourself with rage?
no. Next time Rahk goes into combat, just have him go, I cast fist.
no, not like this.
Yeah,
If I-
not
If
happening.
I scream hard enough, will it make it a magic attack?
I mean, if you specifically scream hard enough, yes.
If you
All right,
scream
cool.
hard enough, it does become magic. It's magic that you produce fecal matter in your pants. If you scream hard enough, but usually first you blow out your vocal cords.
Oh, dude, it's like the brown note, but Vegeta's form.
What the fuck?
What the fuck? I'm looking for wild magic. There it is. Found it.
You know, my standards are really low when it comes to Wednesdays, but it's still disappointing.
When died? I'm
Don't
fucking hammering you tonight. I'm sorry.
Don't you hate it when you fuck up like that, man? Because like this group, we're like the best friends in the back of the bus, and we're all like just fucking each other up the whole time, man. Just
Look,
rude
man,
as fuck.
because I like windows, doesn't mean you can't make fun of me.
How much is wild magic? Wild magic is actually put into game courtesy of Patreon. If you are a patron at the $10 level or higher, you can put in 1 time a month. You just call the shots. Just say, hey, bub, I want to put in wild magic now, and I will make it happen.
That's right, folks. For just $10, you can fuck one of my nights up.
It's actually less than that. Honestly, if you just give an
I thought you were
intention,
gonna stop at fuck there, but
for $10, you too can fuck. Just one night, just a month, 1 night a month. Okay, you get to renew it at the beginning of the month. You wait till you fix your Patreon. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Oh, it looks like we have one, maybe. Yes, you can quail, and yes, you can quail. If you want to put in more potions, if you guys want to do anything like that, you can go ahead and do that now. While we're getting a recap, but I'm gonna start because it was shameful what I got from Sniper. Ronald,
oh god damn it!
Ronald, you can launch us the way that you typically do.
Alrighty, everybody. Pull up a chair, get your chains, and get your locks for tonight's Shackled recap.
Okay, so Alt Q is the leave call button. Cool.
Good to know.
That's
Good to
actually
know.
that's 2 buttons, jackass. Alt and Q.
That's really pedantic.
Look, Alt A is the unmute button, so it's right there. It's really close.
That's fair. That's fair.
You know, with 2 button presses, I can fuck up all our cams again.
Yeah, but when you come
Just
back, I won't
warning
have to
you.
worry about you. Quail.
It's
wow,
a
that's
it's a
lot
one-time
of,
fuck up.
Oh, that's a lot of reputation. Good lord.
That is a lot of reputation.
1 for each. What are you giving? Are you giving Cure Serious? Cure Critical? What's your plan? 5 times crits, so everybody gets a Cure Critical.
Nice.
How do we do Wild Magic, though? Wild Magic is basically you declare that you want to utilize that in generally the beginning of the session. Say, hey, bub, 3rd spell cast, or the first enemy that you encounter that casts a spell, whatever, what have you. That happens. And the players will roll a D1000, and I will interpret courtesy of whatever is on my sheet. I have a sheet. So, check it out.
Why you want to go ahead and do wild magic, Chris? Huh? Why you want to do this to
Okay.
us?
There's 1 expulsion right there. Karame's put 1 in. It looks like we've got one from Quail.
And remember, people, you can cast it on the enemy's cast too.
It's true, you can. You can cast it on enemies as well. And remember, this isn't just down to arcane magic, it is divine as well. No, you can't use it from last month. Once it rolls over, if you just missed it, you missed it. That's, them's the breaks. But, all is well. All is well. No, Bulba, it took you as... for this month. So... if you didn't use, because you patroned last month, it draws that 25 and it counts it for this month. So you're technically for the rest of this month. So yeah, you can use it this month. I know your situation is specific. Good God, Crystal, why? Problem is, you used an @ symbol. You can't use an @ symbol. I don't know what she's giving it for. Seriously, I'll just clear my rep as best as I can.
And all the time we do this, there's two kinds of people. There's the people who come up with things and spend like a week and a half trying to get you to put it in the game. And then there's the people who just throw rep and like, put this in, I'm ready, coach.
Crystal's just giving us all like 4 cure lights each.
Mm-hmm.
Just throwing more and more potions into our bags.
Yes, Bulbasaur, you can. They're coming in now. Coming in hot.
Questions later.
All right, guys. Remember, while I'm taking these down, while you're messaging me on Discord, if you're going to spend them, make sure you do them through Discord. If you want to use Wild Magic, or if you want to do all that, do that there, please. It is the first of the month. You guys can still unlock luck rerolls. We started stream at 500. We're at 503, so 2 more, and it will unlock the first luck reroll of 5. They can have a max of 5. Bear in mind, every time that 10 gift subs are given, I also get a luck reroll. That's important to remember.
Yeah, but we don't want him to have the rerolls. I mean, he don't need them.
Yeah,
I
but
totally
we
do.
usually need them.
Xander, how do you have no rep?
I think he gave it all to somebody.
Because he's dead.
Oh, I just put in the well every month.
Ah, gotcha.
When I bring in like a few thousand.
Right on, what a hero. Okay, all right. With that being said, it looks like we can officially do our recap. I'm gonna let Will start since he said that he's feeling confident.
Come on, push the button.
So,
Yeah, come on, push the button.
fucking Ulhime over here. Being all shitty. Bastard man.
Yeah.
Decided he was going to try to make up for it. If I can put out a hero's feast. That's some bitch.
He did in fact.
And that was like most of the session was sitting at the table and eating, including myself and Chobs, in addition to all the other party members. And
You yelled at me, asshole. Don't forget.
Come on, push the
Marion
button.
as well. Marion was there. I won't forget. Don't worry.
He said mean words.
I did say mean words. They were deserved.
Pretty sure there's racial slurs in there, but I don't know. I was upset.
I don't know.
I don't know. If the guy that gets mad at systemic racism was throwing racial slurs, then shit's really gone wrong. We went sideways somewhere.
Somewhere. You guys had a lot of conversation though. Like quite a fair amount that a lot was crossed. You came to some agreements, particularly about Chobs and what you were intending to do going ahead, going further. So anybody can chime in here. Doesn't just have to be Will.
At that point, we talked to Marion about squiring Chobs over to become a knight errant, or just a squire in general. But we tried to see if he would be willing to stay at the orphanage once it's built. He said it'd be too many people, and that's probably more meant for Jenya, who would be an overseer to the children at that point. But probably setting up like a small cabin out on the outer parts of town, away from all the danger, would probably be something more preferred that he'd want to do.
Okay. Your intentions weren't to basically empty out the orphanage, right? You were hoping to potentially get 1 or 2 more kids, right?
Possibly. It was essentially either he oversees the orphanage with Jenya to kind of do his training there, or if he feels safe for leaving town, then we give him some money that he can essentially build a cabin on his own. So it's not really about him taking people out, but kind of just giving him and Chobbs an easy start.
A place of safety. But yeah, I think initially the idea was just to have Chobbs and maybe one or two other boys, but then as the conversation progressed, we discussed the possibility of contacting Lady Jenya and possibly...
Is Sniper quiet? Like a little quieter than...
He's way quieter than everyone else.
Than everybody else.
Because I turned down everything because it was too loud and I was getting echo, and then I had to like double my volume to hear Sniper talking.
Normally you're just right. You're right on the money with it, but right now it's definitely not the case.
Well, I got the automatic volume adjust turned off. Let's see, volume. Well, it was about a quarter down. I'll go ahead and crank it up. All right, any better?
I think you just have to talk a little bit louder.
Okay. But no, I think initially the conversation started off with just having one or two boys from the city in a cabin in the woods, and then later on, once Jakob actually was present and joined into the conversation, he went ahead and mentioned that it's a possibility that we could get Jenya involved and potentially either see about building the orphanage outside of the city in the safe, where it's a little quote unquote safer, or perhaps even retiring the children of the city to the Citadel so that they can... Is it the Citadel? Where the Rangers are?
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
the Leaving Citadel,
Yeah. Possibly even to the Citadel so that they could remain safe there while we recovered in the city, until such time as we could go ahead and recall them.
True. You were thinking about having them shifted, moved out there, specifically with... It's Balthar, correct?
It was one of the topics that were brought up. Nothing was actually, I think, laid down, set in stone.
Okay. It appears that more Cure Criticals are coming out. Everybody gets 2 more additional Cure Criticals, courtesy of Crystal.
Man, do y'all know something that we don't?
Yeah, it's Shackled City. You guys are going to need them. Plus, you have to bear in mind, the city is largely without. A lot of the reserves and the stores of these things were cut. They were quelled dry with the attack. Many of your men died, but they would have died much sooner had they not emptied the reserves of all of these potions. So, luckily, you had that help there. And this is nice.
Yeah, one other thing that we probably went ahead and skipped over since the Heroes Feast came after was the fact that somebody is like really, really adamant they want to go ahead and kill Jakob. And Jakob just found out.
What else is happening in the town right now? Some things are kind of fucky. What else?
Members
is
of the
occurring?
Last Laugh are meeting up with Guildfrey's Silverlight. On top of that, he's talking to Napton.
What do you guys know about Guildfrey?
He fucks.
He's meeting up with people to possibly have us killed.
Potentially, yeah. What do you know about his reputation in the town?
Highly respected and mostly feared.
Yeah, mostly feared. By anybody that knows anything about the criminal underworld, they generally know to stay away from Guildfrey.
And apparently
he's a rude dude.
Yeah, and apparently he knows how to go ahead and get in touch with my dad.
And
I haven't been able to go ahead and see him in years. He says he's going to go ahead and get out.
And yet the only person who doesn't know him is the one who put his hand into his kid's chest.
Yeah.
So to rectify that, we brought him right to him.
To be fair, I've never met Guildfrey.
True.
Most haven't, I think. I don't even know if Rahk has at this point.
Jakob has in passing.
It's just
Ulhime and Cort have.
In passing is a real strong way to put that.
He means the passing of his child.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Fuck all of you.
Truth hurts
You
sometimes,
said
brother.
in passing, you had your hand inside of what was it, grandkid's chest?
Yeah, under his rib cage.
Jesus Christ, man! You can't downplay that.
That was
There is no downplay.
I will
there.
say that was a fairly poor choice of words to accurately describe the situation. Yeah, but that's okay.
Well, we didn't exchange information or anything like that. It was basically like just,
So it was a hit
infanticide and
and
run.
Yeah, it would have been really hard to exchange and search info. You had blood all over your hands. You couldn't write. It would have.
The TLDR of it, if you are new or if you are just trying to catch up on the shenanigans that happened with this character, Gilfrey Silverlight, he was in a home inside of the town when the town was attacked by a goblin army that was also being led by hags. Real nasty biatches. And, well, things went down, and then I would say about a fifth of the town was set on fire by a dragon. A dragon that was supposed to be helping them. It did help them,
I mean, it helped.
but it simultaneously made things worse. The problem was, here's the tricky part. One of the houses that were set ablaze was this character Gilfrey's, who was a retired cleaner. And Gilfrey was living with his daughter and his grandchild. His daughter was killed almost instantly as one of the banisters, a load-bearing beam, fell, crushing her upper portion, and she burned. In an effort to save Gilfrey and the grandchild, Sniper and his character charged into this burning house and threw the child out of the room, basically out in front of the building, grabbed the man, threw him over his shoulder, and when he went to leave the building, the child was sprinting back in. And he open hand palmed him in the chest to kind of like throw him away from the building. What he didn't expect was that the child was weak and was with an ailment, a pretty bad ailment. It collapsed his lung, breaking several ribs, and in an effort to save him, he tried to reinflate his lung and press the ribs back into place. But he failed. He failed and the child died. Yeah. And the old man promised he promised that he would make Sniper's life hell. That he would be paid back tenfold.
Yeah, so basically I pissed off John Wick.
Yeah, you killed his kid.
Yeah, TLDR, I killed John Wick's puppy.
Kind of. Teaching a pretty cool class about that soon. Oh, look at that, Mr. Medix going in. What a cool guy. Yeah. So the session ended with you guys approaching a home. Was it a home? Was it a business? What are we looking at?
No, it was an old tavern. I think it was called the Gold Lantern.
Close.
Yeah, we were going to.
I forgot the name of it. I didn't write it down, but I had all the stuff from the scrying spell that I did.
It was where the Last Laugh likes to hang out and party, chill.
Does anybody remember the name of the building?
No.
Any should.
Isn't it like the brass trumpet or something
That's
like that?
exactly what it is. It's the brass trumpet.
Yeah, I was there.
Trumpet.
You definitely went to that building and you spoke with a particular woman. What woman did you speak to?
I talked to Fables.
Yeah, that's exactly who they spoke to, too. As they broke the alarm spell and were attempting to enter. She came out.
And then we got to hang
Well,
out.
I feel like we is a little generous there.
I mean, you were there.
We
You were gonna do
opened
it.
the door and we walked in. And in order to expedite Sniper's confrontation, we tried to find this old man's room, where instead we found Fables. And she was basically like, what the fuck are you guys doing?
Yeah, you guys didn't even get to go into the building. Like, you had literally just broke the alarm spell. She's like, hey, hold on.
Yeah, you need to stop right there, go
Hold on.
home, and turn around.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
Yes, she did.
and then we informed Jakob of where we were bringing him.
I think I'm correct in saying so. I think I lost my female vocals. Oh, rip. It didn't save. Rest in peppers.
All you have to do for Fables is make a really deep one then.
Let's try this. I'm going to turn that down. Is this terrible?
That's fine. It's the same as last time.
Perfect. That's what I needed to know.
No
Okay.
problem.
And that's about where we ended it. We ended it with half of the characters marching off, not really sure why they were actually there, as they were properly warned. Warned that they were going into a place that they shouldn't be, that if they admired life, they wouldn't make an enemy at this time. So Sniper left. Jakob was gone.
Cort left.
Cort left as well.
Yep. Cort actually had some sense to actually just say no.
Was there anything important that she said specifically to you, Rahk or Ulhime, that stuck with you?
That he'd find us when he's ready to.
We must seize the means of production.
Did she say anything about the Lakeside Pavilion?
No. I don't believe so.
Okay. We'll figure that out. That might come up in today's events. So, I'm going to pass the buck. It's early day. We're going to go over to Innie. Thelsa has spent more than her fair amount of time away from the group. With reason. With reason. Let's pan the camera to turn to you. Describe to me, if you could, your situation. What does this look like where you are now?
I have spent a little time out of town.
Okay.
I've been trying to avoid more conflict with the party because so far it's just kind of been turning to shit every time I meet up with them.
Okay.
So I decided to go on my own little vacation, and I went to Sasserine.
Sasserine? What's in Sasserine?
The Church of Ouijas.
Okay. The Church of Ouijas. I got you. What do you know about Sasserine?
It's a port town.
Yes, it is.
It was founded by Ouijas followers. That aside, not much.
Okay, that's fair. So you've decided to take a bit of a vacation. You've done so by utilizing your various, I'm guessing, tree leap spell.
Yeah. My bloodline spell.
Passing from tree to tree like some wood nymph of sorts, or a light teleportation ability. You can pass through as if it's its own standing door. And it just takes for you to touch that and recite the incantation, correct? Okay.
Yep.
Sasserine is a beautiful city. It is very well taken care of. They have a prominent guard. Most of the people there are incredibly religious, but it doesn't tatter their lives. It doesn't control them. There are no, at least, immediate strings. I'm sure if you went and you stayed for a long while, you could find people that were manipulating events. But now, from first glances, it's beautiful. And it's what Cauldron may have looked like had you guys never intervened previously with some of your other characters. Or it may even be worse off. Who's to say? Who knows?
It is what it is, I guess.
Yes. Let's see if I can find something here. I want to find the town. Nope, it doesn't exist. Apparently, Roll20 just bites a lot. Let's go with this one. I think that's going to work. Perfect. You arrive outside of the town, and it is pretty much as you may have expected. As you peer downward, it seems to slope, where so far you've managed to peer down from the walls and see the trees around you, see the scope of the horizon. But now, what you're kind of taking in is that it does low rise, it does dip, not as much as you would expect with Cauldron, because it's not a volcano, and it expounds upon this beautiful land where basically the entire bay itself is a port, and there are so many vessels that line this. What is it like that you would like to do here in Sasserine?
I'm looking to talk to someone of the church because I need permission, per se, in order to become the lead of the church in Cauldron. I can't just take over. I need to seek a council, essentially.
Okay. All right, so let's find out here.
So I'm looking to, if not just kind of have it sorted, just get something started, because as of now, there's no one taking care of the church, and I don't want it to fall decrepit.
Sasserine itself is, in all intents and purposes, it is considered a large city. The population is vast, more so than you may actually expect. As you peer around, walking through the streets, while there is a significant amount of humans, they seem to populate very quickly. You can see that there is also a significant dwarven population. There are as many goblins in this town as there are elves, and they seem to be traders of sorts, like they were properly educated. Gnomes, halflings, and various other races that seem to cover themselves. A few times you see tails that seem to wash behind them, messing with the dirt to cover their steps. But you pass through the town. Everything sort of has this washed look. Almost like the salt, the sea breeze itself sort of paints the eastern side of the buildings. Excuse me, western side of the... No, eastern, that's right. Eastern side of the buildings. Some of the faces of these buildings themselves they have bits of salt, like almost peter itself, just hanging from eaves. But people seem very happy. Happier than most of the people that you have encountered in Cauldron in a long while.
Yeah, people tend to dislike Cauldron.
There's just a lot happening there right now. With a little bit of luck, some guidance, and questioning, you'll be able to find the Church of Ouijas. Let's see here. Do me a favor, Annie. What do you know about this place from what you've been reading? What knowledge religion do you have? And I'll give you a circumstantial bonus of +4.
Don't have knowledge religion. I can just roll flat knowledge, though.
You should, and you'll get a +4 to it.
It's int?
Should be yes.
Not great.
Okay, you've got a 9. Okay, you couldn't actually find and figure out much about it. Cauldron itself has, as far as you know, the largest establishment. It is home to the Cathedral of Ouijas, which, for all intents and purposes, it is an awe-inspiring building. It's beautiful. People that do not even worship the goddess go to the cathedral located on Obsidian near Eastern Gate. It is, after all, cross-shaped, and it bears a 3-story building. The malachite gives it a beautiful set. It is, in most regards, the most identifiable landmark in the entire town, but here's a bit of a flatter building. In the central posted area, you can see that it rises up to a 2nd story, but you're not really immediately sure of its purpose. It spans a length of which you would have to be able to turn your head in order to see the entirety of the building. It's an academy of sorts. It's meant to train those. And this is the closest Church of Ouijas that you will be able to find without crossing the sea.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you approach this? You go in guns a-blazing? Do you cover yourself in... What do you look like right now? Tell me about how you look.
I would be still disguising myself, but I'd be wearing the robes of the church. Okay. So the black and brown trim. Then I would likely just check if the doors are open. If not, I'd knock. Otherwise, I'd just walk in until someone took notice of me, because, I've never been before.
Sure. Sure. You seem to pass through with ease. The doors themselves, they remain open. It is still very early in the day. You have nothing weighing on your mind from the previous town of which you've traveled from. And you enter in with a new and refreshed vigor about yourself. It's dark. The entry itself is dark, but you can see that sconces are lit as you go in further. The second story itself, it is odd to you because from the outside, it's this almost dome-like chapel top that seems for every reason that it's made of stone. But inside, there's a light that shines down like sunlight is pouring through. And it casts this various color, these radiant glares down upon the floor. From looking above, you wouldn't know what to make of it, heads or tails. But for some reason, the light that shines down casts the visage in the image of the Lady Ouijas herself. As the sun shifts and moves, so will her face over the surface. You're seen too immediately. A man balding, a little older in age. He seems to be wearing his clergy robes. Madam?
Sir?
You seem to be wearing the colors of Ouijas, but I do not know you.
This is true. I'm a visitor to Sasserine.
Where do you hail from?
I hail from Cauldron, town in Great Barrel.
Cauldron, yes. Yes, I am familiar with the town. While I have not been myself, I know a great many things about it.
Now might not be the best time to visit.
Would you
However,
recommend? I hear the cathedral is quite breathtaking.
it is breathtaking, but it's currently empty. Which is why I've come to chat with you. Or someone of power. I know I can't just take over the church, but I'm looking to become the new head unless someone else were to step forth.
Is there what is happening in the town? Where is the High Mother? The High Father, even?
Turned out that the High Father had turned and became worse off and was falling out of graces of Ouijas, and the High Mother fled when everything started to go awry in town.
That's rather foreboding. Very well. Would you like to speak to the Elder, the High Mother, or the High Father? Or both?
Please, if I may.
I'll put in for a request immediately. He steps off. There is a certain pep to his step. His back is very straight. Even in his age, he moves rather quickly. Do you just stay and sort of marvel for a while?
I'd likely sit at a pew and look around at the church and its glory.
Okay, sure. You watch on for who knows how long. You watch the lights play tricks on the floor. You marvel at the beauty of this standing and occupied location. It takes a moment, but you hear the pattering of footfall. No longer just a single individual slowly pacing through the halls, but multiple feet. Hi, Mother. Hi, Father. This is... I'm sorry, I can't recall your name.
Thelsa.
Thelsa, she hails from Cauldron. She seems as if she is in a bit of a state of peril, and she has requested an audience, particularly in regards to the position in the church. She wishes to take over in the place of the recently removed High Mother and High Father. The woman that you see is probably in her late 40s, at least as much as you may expect. Her face is a little weathered and tired. You may expect that of someone that's spent as long as they have in the church. But when you start to make out the rest of her, you can tell that there is something more there. Her ears themselves are a bit more tilted and come to almost a tip, but not quite as broad as you may expect from an elf, potentially a half-elf. Her eyes are this rich amber color, and her teeth may just be a slight bit too pointed in spots. Nevertheless, you can see that there are bags under her eyes and that her skin is tired. Her face is tired. The lines in her forehead seem to decorate her, to mark the days past. By the gods, what's happened? What's happened in Cauldron?
There are many, many bad things that are happening in Cauldron. There's nameless horrors about the town, and frankly, I don't see that it was a bad choice for the people who have left the church to leave. It was unsafe, but I hate to see the place abandoned, and if not only a temporary see, I came to see you, the nearest church I could find of Weejas, to find someone who was willing to take over, if not take over myself as a follower.
Is there a decree of death on Emerald or Ike?
Ike Iverson is alive. I've been told he's been causing a riot in the town alongside some of the worst forces. And Emerald, I don't know. She's missing in action.
So then the church stands vacant.
I am the only one who resides there.
And what is your status?
I'm just a follower. I had taken a part as the champion of Weejas, but I don't think the word has spread.
She looks over to the man that's with her, not the elder man that you had just been introduced to. This is a younger individual. You're not even an acolyte. You haven't been properly trained.
I have not. Ever since I had taken my role with Weejas, the church has been empty.
So Ike Iverson has defected, and Emerald Alostanai is missing.
And everyone that is in the town has left. I figured that they had come here, or potentially to Red Gorge to escape what was going on, but...
No acolytes stand. No brothers, sisters, high brothers, no sisters.
None I could find in town.
Then it is completely abandoned.
I'd nod slowly. If you have an acolyte or someone of any rank that would be willing to come, I will stand down immediately. Just, it's not a safe town at the moment, and I hate to see it abandoned.
This is unfortunate. What will we do, Barna?
I can't say I know, High Mother. We can send a representative. Someone that may judge her position to see if she is worthy. A position of High Mother.
How long have you been in the standard of Weejas? How long have you been favored?
I don't know out of game how long it's been since I was brought.
Okay.
A couple of weeks, a month.
It's been
yeah,
at best a month and a half.
It's been maybe a month, 2 months. Everything has gone downhill in Cauldron so suddenly.
They both look at each other, and you can see it's confusion, but it's concern at the same time. And she shakes her head, kind of grabbing onto her forehead. The Acolytes will spend 10 years before they are trained to be brothers and sisters. 5 years before they are high brothers and sisters. 3 before they find themselves in father and mother. And another 5 before they're elected High Father, High Mother. And you wish to claim this in 2 months' time.
I know it's a lot to ask. It's something I don't see myself as worthy as. Just there's no one else. If you can send someone to fill the role, I understand. Just it's not something easy. It's a town that everyone else has fled due to the dangers, and it doesn't fall lightly.
Perhaps we should, then. Perhaps we should. This is our youngest father, and he may do well in Cauldron. We operate with these positions for a reason. We train everyone as we spend our entire lives training, dictating the word of Weejoss. Would you be willing to take a test of acceptance?
I would.
There will be blood to this. Your blood specifically.
This is fine.
Very well.
Then I believe that you should probably step with us. We must commit to a bit of a ritual. There will be no pain, you have nothing to fear, but you will suffer some minor blood loss on this day.
It's nothing substantial, you have nothing to fear. Most brand new acolytes are afraid for what this might mean, but it is a trial to see if you actually carry her gift.
I have no fear in the church.
Do you believe so, that you carry Weejoss's gift and word?
I do believe.
Then we'll be the judge of that, and we'll let the trial speak for you.
She begins leading you to a rear room.
I would follow.
It's a place that is hidden away from the views of most. You believe that it's likely a room that is dedicated specifically to this. Upon the risen dais rests what looks to be almost a brazier. There are no coals, there are no fire spittling from the surface here. The room itself is not very large. The rear side of the room, the wall itself, seems to be home to a single blade. Similar to what you've seen thus far, but in its make, in its conscript, in its overall design, it varies. Just enough that you can spot this. She steps to the wall, and she draws forth. Looking back to you.
Are you prepared to bleed into the basin?
Yes, I am ready.
Very good. Once this commences, the blade chooses how much it takes.
They peer at each other for a moment. The man chimes in.
Sometimes it takes more than bargain for. This is a living extension of Weejoss herself. It has been proven and passed from acolyte to brother, to father, to high mother. If you trust upon us, roll up your sleeve.
And please do so quickly. The blade hungers.
I would start rolling as soon as you said to roll up your sleeve.
Okay. Sounds good. You step forward over the basin, and she grabs at your wrist from the opposite side, so it's bearing your wrist open. And she slowly starts to drive the blade just to the lip of your wrist. But then you see something a little uncanny. And it may speak to the truth of what she said. Her fingers begin to bend away from her own will, and the blade actually carts up further down your arm. And you can see she's not surprised. But she doesn't stop it.
I'm sorry, child. This will hurt.
She draws the blade from the length of your inner elbow down your wrist, not over the veins, just across the side, And as the blade tries to cross, she tries to pull it away, but it shakes for a moment and starts raking across your hand. And as she does so, it removes your pinky at the base. Take 8 points of lethal damage. You're without a pinky finger.
This is fine.
The man immediately moves up, and he starts wrapping your arm. And he looks to the woman, and in all seriousness, like confusion.
I cannot say that I've seen it be this vitriolic. It hungers. You may be more than you are prepared for.
She takes the blood and she begins to toil it into the basin, and your pinky just seems to roll along with the blade. But then you see something very strange. The blade itself, while it continues to turn, it starts to draw across this brass basin, and when it does, the blood starts moving freely like water, not as if it's been heavy. And the blood actually begins rolling up the basin. Sort of like the brass is calling to it. And as this happens, you can see bits, splinters of things sort of breaking away from your blood, thinning it out. And your finger rests in the centermost mass of the basin. Strangely enough, iron filings begin coating the outside, almost like it's in protection of what's happened. And you begin to hear this odd ringing inside of the room. The doors have been shut, and the man that you were immediately introduced to, he's not here. This is a very private setting between the three of you. As he wraps your arm and closes your hand, tightly so, he immediately commences to natural spell work. The cleric knot begins to ripple through your arm, and you can feel your skin binding back, the mend occurring over, which you're not used to. Because typically, when they cast a divine spell, you feel your life force returning, but the wound itself never quite mends. He does so again, and for a brief moment, it doesn't take you much, but you look to him. And as he's speaking, chanting his own rituals, his tongue flits across his teeth, and it's split down the center. We just claims many in her own right, and she demands much. Not everyone can do this. He sees that you notice this. And as he finishes, you still have lost that health, but the skin itself is mended, much like the mend spell for inanimate objects. He says unto you,
I see that you've noticed. When she went for my wrist, originally as an acolyte, the blade flitted turned in her hand and stabbed through my tongue. I don't even know why my tongue was out of my head. But I found myself standing there. The blade split it in twine. She takes what she deems as beautiful. And that was too beautiful for you. That's hers now.
His eyes move over to the woman. You can now see some of this illusion beginning to fall, bits of it starting to fade. And the woman that you saw before that you thought was a half-elf still looks slightly half-elf. But her skin is almost this crimson color, seems to hang in splotches. Her teeth are definitely pointed all the way through. It's an illusion. You've seen this kind of magic, you utilize it regularly. She's a tiefling. You're certain of it.
If I was still holding my illusion spell, I would have dropped it once I had noticed that they're not what they're all made out to be.
And your pinky would change the moment that she lops it from your body.
That too.
But it doesn't stop her, because she has her own secrets. And he is not shaken by her vision whatsoever. But he ushers you out.
We must leave. She'll be finishing this alone. She will tell you of what is to come.
And we'll pan the camera back. You'll rest there for a short time, an hour, 2 hours, before we come back to you. With the blood ritual on the mind, and one finger down, we'll see what's next. Crew, those that are together. Cort, you walk with Jakob at this point. You've been walking with him for a short while. What do? You guys talk about what just happened?
It would probably depend on if Jakob feels like asking me questions.
Jakob, would you feel inclined to ask him questions?
I have a feeling that Jakob isn't necessarily going to be inclined to ask specific questions, but given his mood and how it's been soured, I could imagine that Cort is hearing some virulent cussing and just him randomly talking out loud to himself, such as, little things like, what gives him the fucking right? Think he was my parent or something like that.
Sure.
I'd say we probably wouldn't be far. Like, we're not going to leave without them, so we're just outside and not near the tavern.
They still engaged in conversation. Like, they were having conversation as you guys were walking away. You're probably...
That's what I'm saying. We're not, like...
No, you're not miles apart. I mean, it just depends.
Kind of
if you're following, it depends. Where are you going, Sniper? Where is Jakob walking to?
He's walking fairly aimless, but I would imagine he would, just by nature of what he's been doing over the last couple weeks since the fire, he's probably going to be falling into kind of his patrol pattern and maybe angling back towards the guardhouse, just as a general destination. He's more livid at this point and just kind of
stay a while,
voicing
listen.
Voicing his opinion. Whether or not Cort sticks around, he's not really specifically paying attention to Cort.
Cort would probably stick around the tavern just across the street, not near it, seeing as Fables was like, you need to not be here. He's taking that to heart, and he's literally sitting across the street waiting for Rahk and Ulhime to come out.
Okay. Well then, to Rahk, Ulhime. The two of you've just finished your conversation with Fables. She's expressed how of utmost importance it is that you step away from this place. That you will be forever tainted and changed. And while you may have a reputation now, living should stay upon that current track. She seems very serious. Now, does she have an inclination to understanding what you guys are capable of? Probably. She probably does. So maybe there is merit to what it is that she said. You know that your two allies have stepped away. Cort, obviously being a moral focus point in this group, has abandoned. And Jakob, who seems to be at wit's end, has stepped away. It's just you two. What do you guys say? What do you do?
Following the repeated warnings, I suppose, from Fables, Rahk will turn to Ulhime and... Do you think there's any merit to what she says?
Yeah. As he says, he kind of just looks to Rahk. Doesn't matter if there was or there wasn't. We're not here to invade their home, if that's what this place actually is in disguise. Either way, it seems that we're forced to wait regardless.
I suppose that's fair.
Sorry for the wasted trip. What was the last spy casting? Not shielded. That was on Cort, right? You're muted.
Austin?
Red?
I'm muted, that's why. I think you cast shield magic on Jakob, I think.
Okay. I thought I put it on something on Rahk, but if not, then that's fine.
You might have put shield other on him, I think.
Yeah, I think I did.
Did you?
Either way, I mean, we're nothing's happening, so I dropped the spells and Kind of as we start making our way back, he'll kind of take another look back and just kind of give the place another quick once over.
Whenever you guys eventually stole out, Cort would just kind of wave his hand over.
Yes, let us head back. And once again, sorry for the wasted trip. Seems that my attempt at reconciling the situation is going to be put on hold.
Despite the fact that we didn't find the one you were looking for, I don't see this as a waste. Things have been gleaned.
True enough. But it seems I have some rethinking to do about a lot of things.
Say that again.
It seems that I have to do rethinking about a lot of things.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, sorry. A lot's going on right now. Yes, we should head back. With that, Ulhime will walk alongside Rahk. And I guess we'll make our way back to the bathhouse.
Cort would join up with them as they leave the tavern.
Okay, sounds good.
Fucking knock on the door really fast and just run.
Ding dong ditch, motherfucker!
You see them break away from the brass trumpet.
Yeah.
And you're just across the street at whatever establishment is there is open at the time. And when they pass through, you join them Cort.
Yeah.
Any words? Anything that you say?
Cort might just be kind of silent because he's still quite unsure, like, what has happened, because it seems apparently something went wrong, and Ulhime still wants to fix it. He knows that this won't stir him because I'm pretty sure he has that look in his face still. It's not like his face changes much with the whole sentient moving parts thing.
I mean, he wouldn't look mad. He would look like, I guess, defeated, disappointed.
Yeah.
Slightly melancholy. Yeah, but I mean, you wouldn't see, like, it's not that, like, hard focus of, like, this is what we're doing right now. It's kind of just like, you kind of see, like, little golden orbs in his eyes, kind of just, like, shifting around like he's lost in thought.
So, where are we going to next?
At this point, boy, I'm not really sure yet. Well, it's like she said, he'll come to us when he's ready. Outside of that, if anything, I say we start trying to make flyers, potentially bring in some work from the copper that we discovered down in the bathhouse. It's a way to put coin in the people's pockets, keep their minds off of the trouble around the town.
If all you say about this man is true, do we really want to wait for him to be ready?
I wouldn't know where to start looking for him, and it's not any of our place to chase him down.
But it's his place to do what exactly?
From everything that's been going on, I suppose seek vengeance upon those he feels that have wronged him.
He said he wants to kill them. Jakob and Ulhime.
Sounds like we shouldn't let him do that.
Yeah.
He
said that he's really strong, though, and that's kind of an issue. I'm not usually one to fight people with magic, but he's really powerful, and he can just kind of stop everything, so even I don't really know how to fight him.
Well, it sounds like we have no chance if he is fighting us on his own terms, so should we not seek him out and ambush?
Well, we can't go into that tavern.
Who's to say he's in that tavern?
I know that when I saw him the first time, he was pushing a wagon around, and it had a nail in the spoke of it.
Surely
So
someone like that would draw attention.
he doesn't really go very fast, so he might have asked someone for help. But maybe not. He said he wants to carry the weight of it, so he always remembers his hate for Jakob. I'm gonna ask around the town and see if I can find someone who has seen him.
I've already done that. But you might have better luck than myself. I don't think I appeal to too many people's sense of sight at the moment.
If you guys go back to the bathhouse and my master needs, or Mr. Greyweather needs help with building a cabin outside, just come and find me and I'll help, okay? And then Cort's going to kind of wave off and go question the townfolk about the man pushing the cart very slowly around town.
Okay. Okay. I think I've got it now. You step away from your allies. You find yourself meandering about. You've always wanted to help this town. You've offered your time, your support, everything that you have, even if you never really directly knew. You're able-bodied and capable, where there are not many that are capable of doing just that. Jakob. You're angry. With reason.
Very.
With reason. Where do you go?
Oh, well, once the anger finally went ahead and the bluster blew out, given the situation, he'd probably head back to the guard quarters to see if Kiana happened to be about, because who else has he got to bitch again? Bitch about. Bitch too.
Yes. Indeed.
Well, I mean, he can't go to the tavern because he's kind of banned from the tavern for good reason. He can't go to Ulhime because he's kind of pissed at Ulhime.
Sorry,
he doesn't know Rahk well.
I'm
he doesn't
giggling
know Cort well.
about your almost Porky Pig moment there. Bitch about. Bitch too. It's fucking. I'm just processing that. It was great. Thank you for that. That was a wonderful moment.
You can always come talk to me. I'm open.
Okay.
Yeah, if I feel like going ahead and traveling to Sasserine,
You
just
don't know I'm in
left Sasserine.
You don't know I'm there.
Nobody knows you're in Sasserine, bitch.
True enough.
Yeah, not like you leave an itinerary.
Nope.
Sniper.
I'm trying to stay away.
As you're on your way to the guardhouse, I would like from you 2 passive perceptions, please. Not active, so just whatever your... What's your base? Like, how many points do you have into it right now?
Oh, let's check that out. So let's see. My perception right now is... So that would be my passive... No, that would be my passive.
It's going to be your static latent. So what? How many points do you have in it? What does it say your perception is?
13.
Thank you. That's what I needed. So you're going to have a 23. It's just you're just kind of ambling about, doing your thing.
Yeah.
20 plus...
God, 23 is probably higher than what I would actually fucking roll.
Okay. Okay. Along the way, you are not 100% certain of it, but you feel like you're being tailed.
So I would just have that kind of itch between my shoulder blades, that sensation of eyes on me.
Yes. You get that feeling.
No, given as I'm not exactly aiming towards anywhere specific, or at least I'm not on any kind of time crunch, I think I would probably see about taking some detours, maybe 1 or 2 turns, maybe a short alley, places I would be aware of from my nightly patrols.
Okay. Give for me a perception. Not your passive. Let's get an actual perception.
An actual. See, I told you. My passive would have been better.
You feel like you've lost them. You're not really sure whom it was that was tailing you. You're not sure how far it was back. But the hackles were raised. You felt the suspicion about you. Not really sure if that's consistent or not, but more so now, after taking a few detours, you feel a bit safer.
Yeah, getting that swagger on. Somebody try and follow me through my city. Oh.
You continue to move to the guardhouse. As you're passing through the gate, I need one last perception.
Sure. God, and in sniper fashion.
Let's see. Can I beat it? Not like that, I can't. Sniper. You are with certainty, complete and utter certainty, twice over, in fact, that you're being followed. In fact, you get a quick glimpse over your shoulder at whom it might be. It is a man in red and brown robes. Robes that you have seen Thelsa walking in.
Oh, joy. All I got is a stick.
It's Mike and Ike.
All right. Let's see here. What do I have in my repertoire that might be able to do something about this? No, I think the only thing that I can do is, now that I'm like super certain that I have somebody on my tail, I'm actually going to walk past the gates of the guard, and when I get to the corner, I'm actually going to round and
Do you try to pass off you seeing this individual as like just happenstance, maybe not even necessarily like intentionally doing it?
Yeah, I definitely don't want to go ahead and let on that I've noticed
Then
him.
give me a stealth. I don't think I can pass that. Okay. Okay, yeah, you succeed. Just a quick glance over shoulder.
Stay a while and listen.
You don't look like you've noticed anything whatsoever, and as you continue to pass forward, you pass through the gate, and you said you wanted to tuck around the corner and just kind of wait.
Well, I wanted to pass by the gate, continue on down the lane, and then take a right around the corner of the guard, of the guard grounds. Because if I recall right on the map.
So you're going into the guard. You're going inside, correct?
No, I'm not.
You're
I'm
passing
going
by.
past.
Okay. All right, then I'm.
Yeah,
Sure.
because what I want to do is I want to round the corner and then.
Okay. None the wiser. Has absolutely no idea. Not even a hunch. Just keeps walking. I'm gonna give him a stealth. Oh! Poggers.
The legendary reverse.
That's right.
Okay.
You keep walking.
Yeah,
You pass by the gate.
Yep, and my intention is to actually round the corner and cast Vanish on myself so that I can kind of hang back and see if they'll pass by me.
Okay, so you're going behind the houses then?
Let me go ahead and pull up
Like
the
this.
maps. Yeah, let me go ahead.
Everyone should just get pulled over there now.
Yeah. So I want to go here past the houses and continue on, and probably round this specific corner.
You just casually drawing on the map?
No, I'm just pinging.
Oh, gotcha.
not-
Okay, sorry.
yeah.
I still see a line of flame that was drawn out there a long time ago. Okay,
Yep.
you pass by and you seem to round. Give me one last perception as you round the corner.
Sure thing.
So then you were in the guard area. I asked if you were walking by it, and you're like, yeah, I'm completely walking by.
Yeah, because this is the guard area.
Now, the whole gates, that's the guard area.
Yeah, and I'm trying to walk past it, past another building, and then cut to this alley.
Sniper,
Yes?
I'm gonna zoom in because I'm starting to think that you're just...
That's exactly what I'm trying to do.
You are drawing on the map, you fucker.
No, I'm not.
You
Thelsa
just
did.
did! Oh, god damn
No,
it.
that was Thelsa.
That was me. I was showing.
So
Yeah,
you're-
That's where he's trying to go. It's in that
Yeah,
little.
they're
crevice.
color coded.
That's not an alley. That's between houses.
Okay, fine. We'll go ahead and continue on down towards down towards the corner where the flames were. We'll go that far.
Okay, you want to walk down the street. Gotcha. Okay, I'm feeling it. You walk past this down to the curve at High Scroll Street. You have the option, bear in mind, to go back to the latter half of Mayor's Way if you wish. You can pass by that cathedral. Your call.
I think, actually, come to think of it, no, I will go ahead and round the cathedral towards here. That's where I'll go ahead and cast my Vanish.
All
I
right.
basically just want to obstruct their line of sight, disappear, and wait to the wayside until they actually pass.
Got it. Okay, then give me a perception after you cast Vanish. Actually,
Oh.
hold on. Let's find out here.
Roll.
Well, under normal circumstances, I would have you roll a D1000 because Quail Man used his wild magic on a spell, and that would target you right now. But Hail, aka Tail Spinner, Hail protected you. So no wild magic from Quail because Tail Spinner is saving that ass.
Love from the UK! All right.
But Quail, but all right, you round the corner. You succeed in your Vanish.
And let's go ahead and get that perception. Ooh, not great. Not
Not
terrible.
excellent. Not excellent. You wait a while. How long will you wait?
Given that they didn't seem to be that far behind me, I'm going to give them just 2 or 3 minutes.
It's true. It is important to note that you do have a luck reroll.
Oh, I got a luck reroll?
Yes.
Why not? Burn it early.
And that makes a difference, actually. That is enough for you to determine. You do see someone. You see someone that sort of fits the build, and he's acting very uncanny. The colors seem a little different now. Maybe he feels like you caught on. So the colors of his garb have changed. Or maybe he's completely removed them entirely. In which case, you're now looking at a man wearing darkened blues with a teal front. He seems to be holding a bit of a monocle, and he's panning the area.
I'd like to detect magic on the monocle because I've got a feeling I know what that is.
It is, in fact, magical.
So yeah.
He's holding on to it like so. just right in front of him, and every now and then he brings it up to his eye.
Yeah. As he starts panning towards me, I am going to see about using one of the pillars from the temple to place between me and him.
Okay.
And I just want to make sure I have a line of sight further on down Smayer's way so I can see when he passes by. Because I don't figure he'll go ahead and pull 360 in the middle of the road.
That's a good point. Give me a stealth! Now, this person is actively immediately looking for you, and you are hiding. The cat and mouse game has switched.
Hey, guys! Let's go, we're pretty close to another sub, right?
5 away,
What could
technically.
go wrong?
Yeah, it's just, yeah, damn.
Here we go. Okay. He walks probably 30 or 40 feet or so, still kind of like looking around. And in a moment of frustration, he throws his arm up like this, like. And then he turns around. And as he turns around, he's holding the monocle to his eyes, and he's looking around. When he stops, blinks a few times, and trains on you. And then he drops the monocle, turning to the other side, and begins to walk away.
Damn. All right.
That's the Phantasmal Killer.
No. Starting to walk away. Yeah, I think I'm more curious as to what necessarily he was doing. So I'm gonna start moving after him, and if he starts booking it, yeah, I've got a web bolt ready.
Okay. You're vanished. You're not silent. Are you stealthily moving?
Oh, well, I mean, it's not like I'm going to be openly announcing myself, and Vanish doesn't last that long. It's yeah, in fact, let me go ahead and pull it back up.
1 round per level, up to 5 rounds. So 5 rounds.
Yeah, so that would have been like 30 seconds.
Perfect. So you he's looking around, trying to find you, and then you just appear in front of him. Just like 30 feet away, like, now I'm certain. Because through the monocle, he could see you, but he wasn't certain. But this eye could not. And then you're just on both radars at this time. So, his eyes wide for a moment, and he walks away.
Yeah,
Right.
so I'm going to go ahead and chase him down.
Okay, all right. So you're just going to chase a man down the middle of the street?
Hell yeah.
All right, then...
I'm the guard, bitch.
Then... Good point. Good fucking point. All right, let's get initiative.
I am the law.
I am the law.
I am the
waiting
law.
I'm waiting on it now. Let's
Cue
see.
Bad Boys theme song.
Tradition. Right there. That's what I'm talking about.
You're
Yeah.
great tonight, dude.
No, that actually wasn't a nat one.
Oh,
Well,
No, I don't have any of my shit that usually goes ahead and, improves my stats or anything. I am outright normal right now.
the man immediately starts running. The moment that you pop up on his radar, he turns, drops the monocle, takes about 3 or 4 steps, and then just starts hauling ass. You notice as he takes his 3rd or 4th step in, that the dark blues and the turquoise stripe, that teal to it, it falls back to reds and browns. His focus is elsewhere. He's now running.
All right, and the chase is on. So, yeah, I'll go ahead and before he gets too far out of range, I'll try and go ahead and do Web Bolt.
Web Bolt. Cue that up for me. Okay.
Make sure you put your hand in the motion, otherwise the web doesn't come out.
Yeah.
25 feet plus 5 feet for 2 levels. So he's going to get to go first. He was already about 40 feet away. And you're level, what, 12? So it's going to be 5, 6, 30 feet. So you can shoot it 55 feet. And in the time, it's going to be close. It's going to be real close. Like maybe just in range. So go ahead and...
well, I was going to run the 30 feet and then try and pop him.
Right, but he doesn't stop, right? You run 30 feet. He's staying that much further ahead of you.
Yeah, okay.
So let's go.
Well, wait.
See if you're going to be in
40
range.
feet. I've got those reverse knees.
You do, in fact. You do. You have 10 additional feet there. Perfect. So he's going to get a reflex save. My.
Gross ass fucking inverted knees are fucking working.
Guess what? He's not bitching about it now.
No, I just have to remember it.
All right, here we go. I'm going to try. All those times
They're
that
both practical, and they didn't stop you from getting laid. You cannot bitch about your fucking inverted kneecaps.
I'm wishing I had a luck reroll because I feel like it's going to bomb here. Oh! Yes, thank Christ. You, just like normal, you sputter out your little web bolt, and it misses the mark. It was weak anyway. Threads would have broke. It was a 6-roper.
Wow.
Wasn't actually web, it was just wet spider soak.
Yep, sticky, wet,
oh,
sticky.
No.
Yeah, just
it comes out like silly string.
Right, well, I only had one charge of that, so...
I just got a refractory period.
Yeah, you just gotta wait, man. You gotta get that 1 hour refractory period.
Give me a minute.
Which is... I need a nap and a sandwich.
Yes, it is. I swear this never happens, as people are looking at him.
I swear this never happens to me in public.
It's just been a long time, okay?
Yeah. Perfect. So your web bolt misses. It actually, given where we're at, it probably just misses him, probably clipping. You know what? I'll give you a 15% chance.
15%. 46 to 61.
Okay. All right, here we go. That'd be 46 to 60. Here we go. Is it him? No, it's not him. Not this time.
Not at all.
Your web bolt seemed to just clip the edge of the swinging monocle, and it seems to spin as opposed to catch. It starts rotating immediately. Narrowly pinned it to the wall, Spooter Man. Narrowly.
But I didn't.
Not this time. He continues running. This has a duration of 1 minute per level. Cast time is 1 standard action, but you can keep moving.
Yep. So I think
I want to get a concentration check from you if I can. It's not anything too crazy. Just give me with a concentration check.
Oh, you just want my concentration?
Yeah. Because you're full in sprint. Jesus, tap dancing Christ. Okay.
Yeah, considering that I expect to go ahead and get hit in combat, I've been working on concentration.
Well, marathon sprinting wasn't enough to shake you, sir. You are prepared for this.
Just fucking weird ass niggas.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and continue chasing him down. I'm assuming that we'll go ahead and spend a couple rounds doing that.
Yes. Gonna need you to make some decisions, though. You're gonna need to make some decisions because he is ahead of you. He had the advantage of sprinting. You caught him literally like a second and a half later. And while you are faster, you can catch up to him. He's gonna try to lose you.
Yeah, that is kind of the thing here. I'm trying to go ahead and think of what I have available to my. No. I'm looking at what I have available in as far as spells as we close down. Yeah, so I think as we get moving along, I'm going to go ahead and use that extra 20 feet per round to go ahead and close the gap, and then I'm going to actually bump it up a little bit as we get to an area that's tighter between homes. I'm going to cast Web instead.
Okay. He's rounded the corner much sooner than you. You have a few options. He's either going left, he's going straight, or he dips set to the right.
All right. So the turn itself, was it a left or a right?
He turned left, like he was going to High Scroll Street. Excuse me. Hold on. Whoa. Oh, fuck. Let's see. He was following.
Yeah, so this is where the chase started.
Yeah. Okay, so he's following, going. There we go. Going this way. He starts sprinting, and he rounds a corner. He rounds this building right here. He's either going to go left, straight, or right. Which way does he go? I've already picked a destination. It is keyed in, so I'm not being tricksy and cheaty. And when you choose...
I'm going to go right.
Okay. You're going to go right. Okay.
Yeah. So...
Give me a perception, please, as you're chasing.
Oh.
I'm not, like, I just want to show people I'm not touching the keyboards, because when I hit this, I'm not changing anything.
No, that's fine.
Very good. As you're beginning to turn right, you see that he's managed to break dust here, and he's gone straight. You see his footfall. He's just out of your view, though, because it immediately breaks across to the next street over. And in front of that is a long building. You have left or right. You managed to catch us at the last moment. Left or right, sir?
Oh, so he's cutting straight?
He is cutting straight. You caught it just with your vision. You're going to have to keep these perception checks up.
Fuck it. We're going to make my life easier. I cast Fly.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to do Superman.
Cue up Fly for me.
All right. Oh, of course, it went ahead and popped into a new window.
Reverse needs don't help you in the sky.
Yeah, but when you're flying at 60 feet. You need to make a will save, or your dick blows off. Sorry. That works every time.
Oh god, not the dick exploding.
Man, what the fuck did Kiana have?
For you've heard of spooky dick, this is explosive dick.
Yeah. It explains why you miswebbed.
Oh no.
All right. So fort save or will save?
You don't need to make a save. You succeed. You cast Fly upon yourself.
Yeah.
Give me a Fly, please.
Yeah, so given the fact that we get to that straight, he's just going to go ahead and jump and go overhead and see if he can just spot the runner.
Perception.
No bonus?
From being above, maybe, but I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'm just calculate it.
Damn it. Okay.
And do you look left or right first?
I'll look left first. So
Okay.
that means I'll be looking up towards Middle Scroll Street.
Sure. You peer down Middle Scroll Street and you see a handful of people that seem to be walking in that direction. But you don't see him. And as you're turning your head to veer right, the last second you manage to catch it. A door shuts. A door to the front of the building. Someone has gone in very quickly. The door is just now sidelining back into position. And you don't see him anywhere. Especially from
Which
above.
building?
Right here.
All right, so this door right here. Given on my trolls, would I be aware of what building that is? Because I think we've come across this one before, but not on this character.
That's a great question, actually. Let's find out. Let's find out what you know. It's about the more you know.
Yeah, because I want to say this is one of the merchants' houses, but that's only because I think this is where the fight with the
This
Hulk happened.
This was a building that was designed to be a part of a larger establishment by the name of Garthoon's Imports. It burned. It was destroyed. The owners were killed.
So I've had no idea as to who owns it anymore.
You don't know if anybody owns it. It's only recent.
Hmm. All right. Well, given at least I know the building that he's in, I'm going to see about just... I don't necessarily want to go ahead and go bust in the door. Nah, well, you know what? Hold on. I'm overthinking this.
It's great because you've seen the door shut. You know that he's gone through. And for every passing second that you try to determine what you're doing...
Well, I'm thinking, what would I do? So let's... Yeah, his ass would go ahead and jump in.
By jump in, you mean you're going to fly down and go through the door?
He's going to just swoop on down and bust through the door.
I was afraid that you were going to fucking Kool-Aid Man through the roof.
It was a temptation, but no. He'd continue the chase.
Okay.
Willful ass that he is.
You ponder for a moment. It doesn't seem like it's been that long. It really doesn't. But in that moment, almost a round has passed. You haven't seen a door open. You haven't seen a window crack. Nothing to that degree. But in that time, he's run inside. The chase comes to a close. It's right here that it stops. You walk into the building. It's dark, decrepit. There are burn marks. There's blood stains. Things are tattered and torn, and it's mostly been looted. The poor needed things, and no one was there to provide.